Dead ass niggas in this shit, B.
I would have liked to been in that chair just now. Bumped all against that motherfucker.
Get out!
Word, yo.
Are we live now?
Yeah,
we live.
Oh, we live.
We all the way
live,
live,
okay.
yo. We all the way live.
Get a girl, crew, tagged you in a post.
All right.
Thank you.
So we got a lot going on.
We got a whole lot going on, baby.
We didn't even press the button.
Finally.
Hey.
Finally. The unicorn has revealed itself. There's been a member of the Get 'em Girl crew on Drunk Unks Podcast at least
Missing
5
every time.
episodes, right? So all 5 of those episodes never could get all 3. I was convinced that Sharonda and Jamila was the same person. Like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or vice versa, whoever.
It
But-
was always the two.
Frankenstein.
They were all 3.
But yeah, I could never find them. You know what I mean? You motherfuckers was like, I just couldn't buy it. I was like, I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. That's why I really thought
Yeah,
Sharonda was a clone. So then that way, you know, she just pressed the button, then all of a sudden she go from skinny to... And
You
then
know what? Body,
Right.
little body.
Light.
Body, little body.
Illuminate.
All right.
So I cannot. All right, so we gotta press the button. We didn't even press the button yet.
Operations, John.
Ready?
We ready to
So
press the
anybody
button?
controlling the comments on here?
Not
No.
you.
He's on there. Aren't you on there?
Not you.
Aren't you
It's
controlling
the
the
Get 'em
comments?
Girl.
Are you controlling the comments?
Look, he ready. He like, you see him? He just
Anything-
roll up and
any-
everything for the
any
camera. He
reason-
like,
Any reason,
So who's
any reason he
doing
can
the
walk in front of that shit like this. Blue face, baby.
Yeah.
Yo.
He like, who doing the comments?
I can't. I
I
really
want to
want
argue with somebody real quick, you know what I mean?
You knew what you signed up for.
You right. We did. We just
Right,
got
though.
started.
Now
Right,
she
though.
trying to get her bun together.
That's right.
Who tuned in? I can't see him.
All right, you ready?
But
You ready to press
Ready,
the
ready.
button? Because we about to get started. The Get 'em Girls gonna get started now.
It must be. Oh yeah, you got winter French too.
Huh?
You got winter French going too.
Okay.
got
Yeah, I took
Y'all good?
either Sharonda or Jamila gum. It was denting, you know, that shit
Y'all
lost flavor
breakfast
like
good?
15 minutes.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all?
What's good, yo? Facts here. Let's talk about it.
Get 'em Girl crew Drunk Unks.
No, we not
Oh,
talking about
shit.
that.
My bad. My bad, bro.
Tripping.
I'm going to say let's talk about it anyway. I always say that.
No, man, we at the corner. Come
All right.
on, man.
He said we at the corner.
The corner of truth and logic, man. That's why you're going to
Oh,
catch me.
here we go. All right. So we about to press the button. We about to get started. It's about to get real.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah,
Ready.
All right, let's go. What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to another Get 'em Girl Crew podcast.
Woo woo.
Hey, yeah. It's the business John. With me and to the left, I have our operations John, Sharonda.
What's that?
What up?
What up, y'all?
And next to her, I have our social media John.
I'm here.
And amongst us, we got our bros. We got our bros up in the building. The Drunk Unks. Hey, y'all.
what's good?
You look at him.
Go
You
ahead.
ready? Look at him.
Know that. Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in for something spectacular.
Oh my gosh.
We
Here
are
we go.
here with the Get 'em Girl crew. We are your Drunk Unks.
World premiere.
I am Uncle NightNight. To my right, the social media savant, Twitty Jones, a.k.a. Uncle Rico.
Oh.
To my left, the god of the flat earth himself, Lonnie Moore, a.k.a. Uncle Facts.
You already know the one and only, yo.
And
We are your drunk uncles.
very quickly, very simply,
Right.
it's about to go down.
It's about to get real.
Damn.
It's about to go get real.
Facts.
Well, yeah, you know, I'm grateful that we are all now here together.
Oh my God.
About time.
Ooh,
First-
episode 15.
Episode 15 going down for the Get 'em Girls. Thank
Yo, and I'm pretty sure the business joint can tell you, and the operations joint can tell you, hella shade and side eyes every time y'all put an episode up with a guest. Angry.
Angry face.
Angry face. Take that.
Don't be acting like that though. You know, we finally able to come together and get it popping. So, you know, Better late than never, right?
And all the melanin dripping.
All the
So now
melanin.
you want to blame it? Now you want to blame it on colored people time?
Don't
Ain't
act
this
like
it?
that.
I mean, sometimes it's colored people time. You
First
know.
of all, you ain't got no color. Hush.
Damn.
Woo!
You.
Woo!
Light.
Woo! She light.
Light.
So I'm saying, Drunk Unks.
You up to?
Yeah.
I'm saying everybody know y'all. Everybody, you know, not everybody, but for the people that don't know you guys, like, can we get a little intro to what's going on and how you guys
Any
started?
special events?
Special events, what's going on?
Oh, okay. Well, for your you never do the breakdown. You never do the breakdown. You can't be on that. So anyway, Drunk Unks Podcast originated by way of Uncle Rico. He in turn reached out to me, said I'm thinking about doing my own show. I said okay. He was like, I want you to be a part of it. I said, oh, okay. That was So as we got into the process of getting that ball rolling, the god of the flat earth over here
Okay.
was
I'm
set.
a god of a lot of things. Let's let you know that.
Wow.
I'm sorry, bro.
We should have put his crown on him.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm just saying, like.
Right, exactly. Let me get the crown.
Crown. Matter of fact,
Look at that crown bottom.
I'm about to say, I know the Operation Joint got some crown here. All
All
crown.
black, all melanated men just think like that.
This is what we have though. This is what we do. You know.
But listen,
That's that thing.
around the time we were talking about doing the show, we were like, I was like, we need somebody else.
Right.
So around that time, that guy who's got a little bug in his throat, little hairball, he was setting social media on fire.
Okay.
Like I guess he just woke up one morning and said,
argue with everybody.
"It's Lonnie versus the world,"
Oh.
and he put up all these crazy posts, and he probably did it for a span of like a week and a half. Like
I got tired. My thumbs is
The
tired.
motherfucker would go to bed arguing with people, wake up arguing, go to bed arguing, wake up, go be at work, need a phone charger at all times. So it kind of naturally worked itself out. We were already friends with each other. These guys got an invite to another podcast called Shop Talk, and they did the initial one. Then the next week, all three of us were there, and then that following week, we were on the air.
And the rest is history. We started doing what?
You know. So I mean, it's good business because you guys just came upon your 1 year.
Yeah.
What was that last week?
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
So congratulations.
Congrats. Big
Salute.
Big stuff right there. Big stuff.
Right. So
Track the top
Right.
200 on iTunes.
Yes.
Right.
Top 200.
We've
four
done that.
different times.
We've done
Excuse
that.
me.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean,
He like, if you gonna say it, you gonna say it right. Say it right.
Hey, man.
and we peaked at 125, which means we passed Joe Osteen.
Count your fucking days.
Hey, you set out a goal and it happened.
That's right.
That's what you do.
Now it's back to the drawing board.
Right,
Create
exactly.
more goals.
Exactly.
Loftier goals.
Of course.
Right.
Challenging ourselves more.
Number one spot. That's
More-
what
Gotta keep going up. It's up and up from here.
More content.
Up and
Is
here.
we going up or we going down?
More content coming.
The 100, number one is Florida.
You wanna be up though. You wanna be up. You wanna be up at the top.
Yeah, at
so
the top.
you wanna go up.
I mean,
No,
one
don't
is down
put
here, 100 is over here.
Shut up.
Right. Exactly.
Listen, but like our goal now, more content. New merchandise coming soon.
Yes.
We're gonna flip that into more merchandise.
Okay.
We're gonna
We're gonna take it's like the drug game. Flip.
And,
Right.
Whoa.
and
yeah.
we are in collaboration with Cliff, Grind Stars. So we got whole new sets, like outfits coming out.
Nice.
Okay.
For-
So y'all gonna be like Run DMC out this
For
bitch.
Drunk Unks as well.
That was a cute joke, yo.
Wait a minute. There's another piece. There's another caveat.
Oh,
Listen.
okay. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Wait.
We'll have the apparel for Drunk Unks.
Okay.
And then the Corner Group and Logic have their own stuff coming out.
Okay.
The website is almost done. DrunkUnks.com.
Oh, website. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost done. I'm real iffy with stuff like that, so
Yeah, you're not
but
supposed
the
to.
website's almost done.
I mean, the biggest thing right now, as it pertains to us, we're moving at our own pace. There were certain points when we was doing this where things became rushed, and we were rushing, and we weren't given what people were used to getting. So now we're getting back to basics, grassroots. Everything's from the muscle. We do it. We
Muscle.
We
Just
got
one up.
got the middleman and was like,
Take the camera off of him.
I know, right? You got
Oh,
the
camera.
camera.
You don't know the camera right? Oh, shit.
Well,
You need to get it together.
we are proud of you all.
Yes.
We're
Appreciate
all
it.
proud
Yes.
of you guys,
Yes.
and thank you for opening up the doors for us.
we
Because
proud of y'all.
typically, we started just from, it was just some BS we was going off, and we hollered at Uncle Rico, like, do it.
Do it.
We
I
got
mean-
y'all.
I mean, that's like anybody who's interested in doing anything, whether it's podcasting, you want to be a rapper, singer, or whatever, man, just do it.
Just do it.
Don't waste your time.
Yo,
You can't be fake
they were
trying to
scared
rap
though.
it.
I'm like,
Nah,
y'all,
listen.
y'all can do this. Like, do it.
I get what you're saying, but at the same token, right, you just can't afford to. A lot of people will waste time
Yes.
waiting for everything to
To be
line up
perfect.
perfectly.
Yeah, right.
And bro,
It never
we're
will.
not in a perfect world.
Right.
And like shit, like when we did our first episode, like I said, we went and talked about it, and then
You see what he did there?
Uncle Rico was like, "Oh no, we on next week."
What? Like, huh? Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And then around like Thursday, it got real. Like, oh shit, we got a show in 2 days.
Like, it's about to go down.
So I mean, but
The rest is history.
yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, so that's
Don't
what's
waste
up.
your time, man. Listen, because the craziest part about it, and I'm gonna just give you a quick analogy, right? Everybody here got a phone, right?
Right.
Every year or so, it's a new phone that comes out. When they put out these phones that we got right here, these phones wasn't completely perfect. They were just probably like 80% done.
Right.
So now we're gonna send you an update every month. Try to fix the rest. You can't wait. You just got to put it out there. Put the content out there, and then fix it as you go.
Right.
You're right. Absolutely right. Yeah. So
Damn,
thank you
the
guys.
cackling hens ain't even cackling.
That was serious.
I know. So I've never
serious,
seen
bro.
them so
got serious.
humble.
I felt that. I felt that. Like,
I mean, we're trying to give y'all like what y'all
We
like.
be listening.
Exactly.
We listening.
I felt that night.
It's all
We
love.
hearing you.
It's all love.
Exactly.
We hearing you.
It's all love.
But yeah,
You gonna cackle
so
in a minute.
we in this
There it
joint, Get 'em Girl crew, Drunk Unks, and it's about to go down. So listen, y'all.
Get them drunk.
Whoa.
I never.
That's both. Listen, that's both
That's
of
both
them
of them
together.
together.
Get 'em drunk.
As a
Hashtag
team.
get 'em drunk.
Hashtag get 'em
Hashtag
drunk.
get 'em drunk.
Hashtag get 'em
That's
drunk.
right there. It's the title right there.
I like that.
Get 'em
Get 'em
drunk.
Get 'em drunk, crew.
That's the episode
Okay.
right there. Title.
Y'all
See,
heard
now
that,
you
right?
doing
Well,
the
I
most.
mean, where the
Somebody
girl
pin
from?
that. Somebody
Somebody hashtag that right now.
Yeah,
Get 'em
pin
drunk.
that.
So you doing the most. You
What?
always see.
Get 'em. I can't even get 'em drunk.
nah, that shit sound like Bill Cosby
Get 'em
though.
Yeah,
drunk.
yeah.
Get 'em
Hashtag
drunk.
get 'em drunk.
Well, see, since we
Ooh.
talking about Bill,
We're talking about Bill.
No, I'm not
Cardi.
saying.
Wait.
Hashtag get 'em drunk.
well, since we talking about Bill,
it's okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh, whoa,
Since we
whoa,
talking
whoa,
about
whoa,
Bill.
I didn't mean to do that.
let's
Way to go. Way to go. All
let's
you
go
do
to
is
a
just show.
different avenue with this. So what's up with Cardi? Like this shit with Cardi that's going
Why
on.
ain't Cardi locked up right now?
So you know, all these accusations.
Why ain't Cardi locked up?
Mufasa.
I'm saying like
I'm just sick of.
Cardi out this
I'm-
John like.
I'm sick of the double standard.
Oh.
What?
And the double standard is this,
Oh
right?
shit!
The news break on Bill.
This nigga
Everybody look at Bill crazy.
Everybody.
Everybody's like,
Boycotting. Nobody
oh,
watching
he's
the
a
show.
he's a predator.
right.
He's preying on people.
So what the fuck is Cardi B?
And then she talk about it, and oh, man, that's just part of the strip game, man.
I was gonna say,
And she said she
Right.
drugged
How,
and robbed
Sway?
people. She
How?
said it.
But-
And she said
Hey, yo,
it.
but I think it's more of the Me Too movement got to do with it, like a big.
But I don't
like,
think it's
influence
just
on
Me
it because,
Too.
like, right
I
now.
just think it's society as a whole.
Okay, but women are popping now. Like y'all here, y'all here right now. in
And that's
society.
why I will
you
fight
can't
the
go
girl.
around that. You can't go around that.
Whatever.
Right,
So,
I
but
love it, girl.
the thing is that even if before Me Too movement even was,
Right.
if this had came up with Cardi B before the Me Too movement even was a thing, it still would be the exact same thing happening right now. It still would be, Cardi B, she
It's
alright,
swept under
she
the
a part
fucking
of the
rug.
stripper
Yeah.
game, and it would still be, if say that this whole situation happened before Me Too was even part of it, it would still be Bill Cosby is a predator, Bill Cosby drove those women, Bill Cosby raped them, whatever.
Now listen.
And then Cardi B would still be
remove-
up there like this.
Remove the celebrity from it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do something very basic. A school teacher. If you find out a male school teacher is sleeping with female students, all hell's gonna break loose.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly.
You find out a female teacher is sleeping with a male student.
You giving him
She
all
gonna
hell
get-
did
She
all
get
hell
more of
did
a
break loose
fucking
though,
pass.
because I seen it happen in our school.
She get more of a
It is.
pass,
but she do
why?
get more of a pass. But then at the same time,
But like I said, you just remove just the celebrity from it, right? Because like realistically,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's apples and oranges between Bill and Cardi, but
No,
like Bill's
It ain't though.
more world renowned. It's hard to say at this point because just the way
'Cause he
how
was-
social media is.
but
Right.
Bill was doing something. Bill been building for a long time. Like,
His legacy, right?
feel me? Like,
I feel you.
Cardi just now getting there. But Bill was trying to buy
I think
NBC, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He was American Dad at one time.
He
But-
was
Yeah,
exactly.
he was America's
exactly,
dad. He
exactly.
was.
So they broke him down real bad. Now Cardi B did the same thing.
But listen,
Yeah,
now the flip side of that is this, right? Bill was taking the drugs with them.
But he told him what he was giving him.
They
though.
asked for him.
Like, listen.
He told him what he was giving him.
Hey,
Go
honey,
to a married room at
I got
3 in
this
the
yak. We gonna drink the yak. Not me. Not you. We gonna drink the yak.
Right.
Whatever transpire
After
from
that
the yak.
is drunk.
And it was
What
3 o'clock
you
in the
see
morning.
bubbling in that yak, that's
It's
just,
3 in the morning.
I had
Go to a
to
married man hotel room.
And they knew he was married.
Right.
I ain't
And,
buying that shit.
and the thing is that
I wish I was
that's
a
another
prostitute.
thing that people are saying is that with Cardi B, she didn't rape a man, she didn't do anything to him, but rob him. But that's still, to me, that's still violating.
That's
I
still
mean,
violating, yo.
Free,
Somebody-
combustible, huxtable, man.
if somebody drugged you and they didn't take your goodies, but they took all your goods, you'd have a whole attitude when you
yeah,
woke up.
I still would feel violated either way. Like, but I think that with today's society, and even with not today's society, back in the day, it still was like the women is looked at as, oh, like, it's okay, you alright.
Right.
But if it's a man doing it, it's definitely more of a, oh, you need to be stopped.
Right.
You need to be, well,
Man,
why
they
doesn't
come
it
up
look
with
like that as a
predator, man. I
woman?
don't like that shit, man.
I mean, and
It's
I'm gonna
always
be honest
been-
with you, that both of them are. They're both predators.
I don't think he's a predator.
predator.
If, if you're a grown woman, right? If I tell you, like, Jamila, like, I'm about to give you this pill right here. This pill do this.
And
the
I'm gonna
symptoms-
take it with you.
I'm going to give you all the symptoms that this pill do, right? And you still take it. Am I a predator?
but realistically,
If I
like,
tell you, though, if I tell you.
if you tell me
That what
then
the
no,
pill
and I'm
do.
still with the shit,
Yes. So that's the thing right
so
here.
it is what it is.
But
He told
I'll
me.
be with the shit.
He
You know
said
what I'm saying?
he said it have a side effect affecting you this way. It's going to affect you this way.
Right.
So he said that it don't affect him the same way it affected women. And he told them that. And they still took it.
Right. But, I mean, to
So I don't
me,
see like he
they
wrong.
both need to be in jail. Both
Why
of them.
would Bill need to be in jail though?
Like the flip side of this, right? So,
Both of them.
so no,
That's
well,
how I feel.
I mean,
He told
that's
him
your,
that.
that's your
or-
opinion.
That's my opinion.
Or they going
That's
to wait
my
30
opinion.
years
But the
to
flip
lock her
side,
up.
They shouldn't. No, they should. If there is a case, because they said that men are coming forward
Right.
Man.
talking
Free
about them being
combustible,
drugged
huxtable, man.
and robbed by Cardi B.
Yes.
so
So
listen,
if this goes to trial, yeah, she should get the same
Well,
shit
I'm
as
coming forward.
Bill.
She's a
She should get the
stripper.
same shit. I don't care if that she's younger than Bill. I don't care about her profession she used to have, and that was a part of the game. But you knew what you was doing.
but the,
Just in the same strength of Bill Cosby, what he was doing, giving those drugs and taking them at the same time.
so
That's,
but
but
see,
the thing
here's
is
the
that
thing.
those is the
Here's the-
repercussions
here's-
of everything.
Here's the difference with Uncle Fax was alluding to. So if Cardi was to sit there and say, "Listen, I'm gonna take you to my hotel room. I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna give you the pretense like we gonna fuck. Then I'm gonna slip something in your drink.
And that
When I slip something in your drink, right, you're not gonna really remember. You're gonna pass out. When you wake up, you're more than likely not gonna have no money, your phone, or anything else that's
Like a
valuable
fucking
to you.
hypnotist.
I might let you keep
Look
your
at
card
this
because it
shit.
might have a little bit. Now,
The hypnotist.
so now if you tell me all of that, and I say, okay,
You the asshole.
I'm gonna go with you to the hotel room. Whatever happens, happens. But like Bill, literally, hey,
But
this
see,
a
and that's the thing,
quaalude.
we can't
This
say
is what quaaludes
what
do.
Because
We
neither
about
one
to take
of
the
us,
quaaludes.
none of us in this room was in there with Bill and
No, but he said
and none of
they
us was
said it
there
in
with
court.
Cardi and none of that either.
But they
So
said
it's
it in
like-
court though. They said it in court though.
But I'm not saying that Bill was right or Cardi's right. I'm saying both of them is wrong. That's
Shit.
it.
She got that Thugger t-shirt on, her hands is moving. I'm on the right side of the table, I tell you. That's what threatening right now. See? Niggas trying to get it. Niggas offered to switch seats with you, and you said no.
But no, that's just how I feel like.
You knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
Yes, I did.
Regardless of, either way, drugs was involved. We're going to just put it like that.
Facts.
Right. Drugs was involved.
Factuals.
I don't agree with that. Like,
I mean, drugs were involved.
Drugs were involved, right? We're both.
That part. Now, everything else.
That's factual. But I'm not going to act like y'all do not have a point. Y'all do have a point in the fact of, like, if Bill had drugs with them and also gave them drugs, then yeah. Okay, you decided
like
to make that choice.
A predator slips it in your drink.
Guys in the club.
Now,
them motherfucking predators, yo. I hate them people like that, yo.
He's also
that's
said
rape,
that.
Man. Like, now that's something different.
It was also times when he drugged women too.
Who?
Bill Cosby. He said that also. He said that it was times when they did drugs.
So you mean to tell me that every single woman, you believe that every single woman he gave these drugs?
Listen,
this
is too monumentous of an occasion for us to talk about this shit. We're gonna change the subject.
Never that. Never that.
Business, John. Get to the business.
We was in the business.
Nah, so we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna argue the semantics of Bill and Cardi.
But I'm just saying.
The double standard is out there.
Bill in jail. Bill in jail. He in jail. Fuck.
He in jail.
He in jail.
Hopefully they taking care of Uncle Bill.
Man, shout out to my boy Offset.
You know.
At this point, I don't know how she got Offset, but shout out to Offset for sticking it out.
Okay, and he came back.
Him and Camille are real MVPs.
You got that right. They the real MVPs in this.
Facts.
Factual.
Big facts.
But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. I know he's staring at the fucking camera.
I'm trying to read the comments.
Look at
Adonis, we got the comments right there.
like
That's for
like
my
what the fuck? Like, you alright?
I'm good.
The light good for you?
Yeah, it's good.
He's like,
Offset.
Yeah.
Fucking Tiny.
Listen. Do it. I want you to get up right now. I want you to go to that camera. When you get to that camera, I want you to hit it with that blue face.
Put me in shot for saying that.
Nah, we ain't doing that. No. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into topic. So with that said, we're gonna talk about double standards tonight. So
that is the topic.
That's the topic.
That is the topic.
Oh, y'all want to start some shit tonight?
We started some shit. That's right. The first time with the Drunk Unks, we started that shit.
Hey.
All three of us.
So
all three of us.
Y'all gonna pick
so
this
that
topic?
mean that y'all on our show then, right?
no. Not
What?
sure. It's
What?
not a girl.
We gotta
Oh, okay.
see.
I'm just saying. I mean, y'all.
Nah, but y'all want to
shit.
start some shit though like
Talking
that?
that shit.
We always starting shit.
Double
That's
standards.
Get them girls.
Double standards though.
Well, why
Double
should
standard.
with this?
So let's
y'all
get
are the best
into it.
people to
Let's
talk
get
about it.
into it.
All right, okay, let's go.
Right.
then.
So since
All right.
we just touched base on that, you know, this Bill and Cardi thing, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what do y'all think, like, the physical or the emotional double standards are amongst, like, men and women now today?
Are you meaning the court system like you talk about?
No.
He was gonna get deep with it. No, calm down. Calm down.
What are you talking about?
We ain't talking about that. He got real. We talk about it. Hold on, wait. His chest poked out and everything. He was ready.
I was just asking the question, yo.
I think one of the double standards is that how a man is actually supposed to interpret his emotions to his woman. Where a woman, from day one, she gonna be what she is. So if she feel vulnerable and weak, she gonna be that, or she nagging, or she clingy, all that kind of shit, right? But a man, it takes some type of immense tragedy for him to really start showing his emotion. Right?
Unless you love a woman.
No. When I say immense tragedy, that means she could have been like, "Get your shit and get the fuck out." that's immense tragedy.
That's immense tragedy.
That is. This is not a drill.
This is the real deal.
She got the drop on us.
Hit with the
Shoulders.
Are you gonna change?
Some do.
Some.
You gotta watch it, that boy.
Some. But
When a nigga looking at his bags in the corner, and he looking at the door.
Bags is outside, fucking corner.
Look,
Shit's already out there.
No. When I'm talking about when she give you the option to pack your shit and leave. Not when your shit is packed.
It's already packed.
It's packed over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. Yeah,
It's over.
Yeah.
When the woman fed up.
Oh,
Exactly.
And he looked in the camera when he said.
I know you better put you over there.
We gonna put him in the hallway. Make sure nobody see him.
Yeah, so I mean, when you look at things like in the physical nature of it, and the sexual nature of it, emotional, whatever. I think there's like what Uncle NightNight was saying too. Like I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of that. A man is just looked at to be more masculine. He can't cry. He can't show no type of emotion. If he do, he's a punk. You know what I'm saying? And also
Bitch.
Right.
Or what they commonly refer to as bitch ass niggas.
Right, a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You a bitch.
But who fault is that though?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
You know what? I really think that's a cultural thing.
Culture,
I feel like it's
culture,
cultural.
society,
Yeah, I really think it's cultural because
tradition
definitely,
Yes.
especially. I mean, we all got the melanin dripping,
You know
so
My shit don't drip. I ain't give my shit to nobody. I'm keeping all my shit drip.
we all
drip,
got the
drip,
melanin
drip,
dripping
drip.
there. So I mean,
Came from
from
drip.
like our families, our family standpoint, I can't really speak because I'm a woman, but growing up, I was always told like, don't show too much emotion. Even as a female, I was told not to show too much emotion.
Yep.
Because that's going to show weakness.
But you know what that does to
So-
people? And I hate to cut you off. You know what that does to people, men, women alike, right? It puts you in an internal struggle with yourself all the time.
Factual.
Yes.
So as you deal with this internal struggle, as you feel your family or society or your peers may judge you, and you're scared of that judgment because your family and your peers are the people who you hold dear. Society, you can cut them off relatively quickly.
Real quick.
But when you're locked in that internal struggle, like nobody understands that but you.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And then you have to come to a point where you're actually starting to be honest with yourself about who you are and what you do. And so many of us.
But
And that's why we always fighting against ourselves.
But
You know what I mean?
what happens is that you in a hole from the beginning. Like you in like it could be a 6 feet hole, 8 feet hole, but you digging like you cleaning out a hole.
Yeah.
So you can't tell somebody to find themselves when they at the bottom looking up and everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
The journey, as you start moving up, you realize what's working.
Everybody talk about love yourself. Love yourself. A lot of people don't know how to love themselves.
A lot of people don't know what love is.
Mm.
To love themselves.
Okay.
Right.
They've never experienced it. They've never seen
Okay,
it.
listen,
You know
listen.
what I mean?
When we talk about love, right, we all know that that's something that you can't just go create on your own.
No.
It's something that you just can't like make happen. Like go buy this, and get happy things or be around people
Yeah,
and everything.
I got love
is
going
something-
2 for 5.
Love is something that's gotta happen on its own. Like it gotta happen on its own.
2 for 5, baby. Purple tops. They got garbage down the way. My love is the real love. Come on, man. I'll sell that shit to you right now. Here you
But
do.
I mean, I think that when it comes to, so just to share a personal experience, like for me, when my dad died, I thought that I still haven't, they know,
Right.
I still haven't really come to grips with it.
Right.
But it's because I feel like for me, like when he said, when you're, sometimes as a woman, especially black women are raised a certain way.
Melanated women.
Melanated women.
Okay.
Thank you. There you go. So melanated women are raised in a way of like you can't be emotional because that emotion is looked to as you're an angry black woman when you're being emotional. Right. So it's like instead of like you said an internal struggle,
Double standard.
it's always a struggle because like for me, I'm like I can't show those emotions because my family, because I got to be that strong person for them. So I can't be that emotional because that I'm like
So what happens is this, right? You do all of that, right? And then you're trying to figure out when it's going to be. It's like a sponge.
You never
the sponge
know.
Effect.
You can
the sponge
never do
effect. A sponge can soak up so much, but eventually you got to wring it out.
You got to
But yeah, like I tell my daughters and everything, like right, you can be emotional, right? Nobody never gonna stop you from being emotional, but who you deliver that emotion to, that's where you gotta concentrate on. Like the emotions are gonna be there no matter what. The delivery of the emotions is where you concentrate on.
Yeah.
Example. Give an example. Because that was deep. I want you to explain a little more.
Meaning that, yo, dad, like I want to go do this. You won't let me and everything. That's what she like. She feeling that way and she feeling upset and everything. Like she knows she can't deliver that back toward me and everything like that. So now she might be like, Dad. She might come with a different way, meaning a different approach. Like, Dad, like yo, I've been like feeling down and out and everything. I've been like feeling distant, so I need some time to myself. I need to want to like I've been feeling like locked in the closet or something like that. Our kids talk about I mean,
She ain't trapped in the closet.
so, I mean, it's how they gonna deliver the emotion, how they feeling and everything. She might be saying, Dad, fuck you in her head, but you can't tell me fuck you though.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope not.
So it's how you deliver the emotion. Like we all want to have emotion. You can't just stop the emotion.
But and the thing is that yes, we all have emotions, but it's a sense of how we internalize those emotions. Because, like NightNight was saying, with men, a lot of times men do internalize their emotions because of the stigma of being an emotional man. It's like, well, why are you emotional? It's frowned upon.
You got emotions?
Right.
You're a cold-hearted motherfucker, bro. That's my bitch.
Oh. I got
First
mail.
of all,
You got
say
mail.
I got mail.
You got mail.
Mel.
Tom Hanks?
Oh, kings
Meg
and
Ryan.
queens of comedic descent.
oh, that's Malik.
That's Malik.
Shout out to Malik, Cool Breeze from Berry. Former member of the Boombox Life.
Hey. So, I mean, and that's what I think it is that so many times we do. Like, and even as women, like, we are emotional, but it's even times when we can't show those emotions. This one guy.
I was reading the comment.
This one.
I knew it.
Go ahead, do that blue face. Do that blue face. There you go.
I want to ask you a question real quick, Jamila, you specifically, and it will apply to everybody. It will apply to everybody. But as you alluded to earlier, you said you still haven't come to grips with your father's passing. And I'm just gonna throw this question out to everybody at the table. What is the actual realistic time for someone to grieve?
There's no
for
time.
them, I'm about to say for them missing someone they love.
Yeah,
There is
that. There isn't a time.
I was gonna say it isn't a time. Yeah, it
And
really isn't.
I say that in lieu of the
It's
fact.
endless.
But people deal with it differently though.
Yeah,
Yes,
that part is true.
Right.
I say that in lieu of the fact of because on Sunday, Nipsey Hussle was murdered,
Yes.
and now he's got a son and a daughter, as well as a lady who was in his life, and then everybody else from his siblings to his parents, they all have to try to come to grips with this.
Yep.
Right.
And a community.
In the community.
And the community.
And us too.
And not just the.
Jonathan Crenshaw.
Right.
Stop throwing up these game times.
That's my bad.
But
Damn, that's like
his community right there in L.A. Crenshaw, Slauson, Rolling 60s, even his affiliations, when you leave that mark on people, right? And I think that's where you're judged at. I'm not judged, but that's where you realize your legacy more than anything.
Right.
Is the impact that you left on people.
But we can't stop doing that when somebody died. Don't leave your I don't like that. We gotta start doing this shit. That legacy shouldn't be when you die.
No.
It shouldn't be when you die.
But the thing is with Nipsey, he had a legacy while he was alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like my thing is like all I'm trying to say is
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna let you go.
Here we go. Pose for the camera again.
No, I'm gonna let you go.
I saw that. No, it's okay. I'm gonna let
He
you
was
go.
like this. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let y'all go too. I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay.
Sidebar. I seen Lonnie mad titty flexes in the camera.
I understand where Lonnie's coming from.
Uncle Facts, man. We wanna look. We live, bro.
Uncle Facts. I understand where he's coming from.
The right titty flex.
God and everything. The God of the right titty flex.
Anyway, he said he's a god of many things. He didn't say that. You did. But anyway.
You did.
Y'all carry on. I'm gonna drink my cup.
As you post. He like this.
I feel like though, like I get what he was saying, but when legacy, right? Your legacy is gonna live on through the people that you've touched.
Okay.
It's just when you die, that's when the talk of your legacy really
That's what I'm talking
gains
about.
steam.
Yeah.
But it's like
Manifest.
if I taught you something significant in your life and you remembered it forever, that's my legacy living on through you. And then as you turn around, you then share that information with the next person. It's still going. You know what I mean? So
I just got to think with when like Nipsey Hussle was like he was doing his 1s and 2s and everything. Like I mean I ain't gonna go in details. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. But the only problem I got is
we
that
appreciate you.
Like somebody said, I don't know. I read a post. Somebody said send the flowers before somebody died. Don't send the flowers or nothing when somebody dead.
Yeah.
Like so,
right.
like the wishes for better living and everything while somebody alive, not when somebody died and everything like that. And it's like
don't pray for my family when I die.
Yes,
pray for my family while we live.
We as people like I said we because I'm a part of that too.
Yeah.
We as people that when somebody died. That's when we started saying, I remember we did this.
Yeah.
I remember we did that. Why we can't do that now? Listen, I got an ideal. I'm going to say it on live right now. I got an ideal with like how everybody do the t-shirts and everything. Like it's called the family t-shirts or somebody that you care about t-shirts, friend t-shirts and everything like that. Whenever you feel like you want to rock somebody a t-shirt of a family member that you care about, you love and everything, that's what you rock it while they still alive and everything.
Oh, so let's just like if I had a Lonnie t-shirt,
yeah, no R.I.P.
It's like
that's
you
what
know.
I did, but I'm not wearing a Lonnie t-shirt.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You can be anybody. It can be anybody. Hey, Twitty. It can be anybody you care about. Your family member, your sister, your kids.
Your friend.
It can be anybody. So we gotta get that trend. We gotta get that trend to start
You do
doing
that
this.
when you wear your Drunk Unks.
I mean, I'm trying to get it out to the world, like.
Oh, he's like it's different.
I'm talking about like family members, like. I mean, I might wanna have. I got 9 kids. I only got 7 days a week, so that means I might have to have.
Overtime.
I'm gonna have to do the cut.
Overtime. Oh hell no! Stop.
Just do a group picture.
Do not. I was about to say, do not give somebody their own day and then give 2 people.
That'll be a fight. That'll be a fight. I'm sorry. I apologize to my daughters.
Do not do that.
Little Lonnie.
Do not do that.
Juju. Kaden. I apologize.
You could say now for you.
But y'all get what I'm saying though, right?
But you can do something.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Lon, you can flip it though. You could be like, okay, this week it's my son's week. Next week is my daughter's week.
But when you get the point,
I got you.
That like
just don't split
we
no
rocking
shirt.
t-shirts of somebody that's alive still.
Right.
I mean, we don't know when they died, they rock a t-shirt, and then all of a sudden somebody died, but I want to make money off when they die, or make a RIP shit. That's what I get mad about. Like, I'm gonna drink my stuff,
Because you got really angry.
Yeah, because like that stuff crazy, man.
Drink your stuff and pose.
You know, it is what it is.
Pose.
But like anybody else want to touch base on like this whole like the whole double standard with
I gotta use the bathroom too.
oh.
I gotta walk.
Okay,
Is it okay if I walk to the bathroom?
I mean, you
Don't
right.
flex in the camera.
Right, because you know you're gonna walk that way.
That shit's
like,
natural. Listen, let me put my beverage down.
The whole time, like, yeah, we good.
You know, lately my back's been tight.
You know, I've been eating good. Ain't no fats and carbs.
Oh yeah. We don't do that. We eat good around here. No dairy, yo. Dairy hurts you, yo.
There you go.
No dairy. I ain't doing
You pointed. You pointed.
Yeah, he did give me.
Right. So while Uncle Fat
Y'all see it?
gone,
Y'all
Come
there?
on,
It's y'all right there.
So y'all gonna get something to accomplish because I'm going?
Since we got him out the room, right? Let's talk.
Y'all gonna stop that shit. Act like he the reason. Cause y'all been cackling a lot.
That's what we do. We the
Right. So listen. So I mean, like, let's touch base on some more.
Double standards?
Yeah, double standards, like sexually. What's some sexual double standards we got?
I mean,
out here.
That I'm a hoe because I liked it, and men ain't hoes and they like pussy.
Right now.
But see, right, yeah.
Tell them how you really feel.
I'm just saying, because that's one double standard I really can't stand. Because just because I really didn't do this, y'all. But listen.
But
just because I might have slept with Uncle NightNight and Uncle Rico.
Oh, no.
Oh, now I'm a hoe. But Uncle NightNight can sleep with the operations John, social media John, and the business John.
And he made it.
And he get high five. Right.
MVP, baby. MVP, yo. MVP. Long live Snip. Back to back, baby.
That's the bullshit we talking about. That's the bullshit we saying. Like, look, see?
I found opportunity to really exploit more.
Right there.
So, like,
listen.
I like, that's something I
like
really can't stand. Like, don't call me a hoe and you not being called a hoe, too.
Well,
I might have multiple partners,
Well,
but you know.
This motherfucker here.
I know it. I fucking
This
know it.
I heard that nigga walk like 8 steps ago.
I'm trying to see the angle from where y'all was seeing it from.
Do you like that angle?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not bad.
It's not.
Oh, that ain't going bad, you know. Damn. That ain't going bad.
Wow.
And his balance still sharp.
No, he's.
I ain't do nothing though.
Why you shaking it right? That's what you been doing. Right.
Sit your jiggy ass down. Anyway, so what they were talking about was this, right? The
double standard.
the double standard as it pertains to women having sex with multiple men.
Oh,
And
hell no.
men having
What-
sex with
okay,
multiple
look,
women.
What we talking about? So wait a minute. So okay, y'all think
Double
that's okay?
standard.
Y'all think that's okay?
Yeah.
No, all right, okay.
No,
listen.
but I'm just saying.
All right,
He about to go into energy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's about to happen.
For a woman
Energy,
to have
energy,
sex with
energy.
a
All
hoe
right, okay, because we got. Let me tell you.
versus a man.
All right, we got women
So-
that we got women that date other men, right? Then we got hoes, right? And then we got whores. We gotta know the difference.
We
That's
did
a
break
big.
that down before.
Okay, that's
We
a
did
big
break that
difference,
down
yo.
It is a difference.
Okay,
It is.
okay. Now a woman that get cheated on or heartbreaking or like how they do they might step outside the box and everything because they push
outside the box.
They might push to do that.
Please.
Okay, then you got your girl that want to act like a dude and want to have her team, like 2-3 guys. Like
The
I mean,
food nigga, the movies
yeah,
nigga.
like okay.
No,
Yeah.
But if she's single,
the
she
little
can do
dick
that
nigga
shit.
from
No, we not trying to hear that single shit. No.
No, yes,
Can I finish? Okay, can I finish? Can I finish? Y'all can jump in.
Go ahead.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Y'all
Go ahead.
Because you know you know the Libras is like, wait a minute. So
My bad. Sorry.
All right, so you got the hoe.
Negative 50 melanin, hush.
You got the girl
Shut
that's
the fuck up.
you got the girl that's called a hoe. That's right. First of all, the
Bring
title
your
of
over here.
the title of a hoe is given by other women. Y'all know that, right? Always remember that. Okay. The whore title is given by men. Yeah, come on, I'm about to teach y'all something today, yo.
Okay.
That nigga preaching.
Okay.
Okay, so like, I mean,
Preach, pastor.
now a woman, if a woman that's fucking, that's to be fucking, or like acting like that, she was trying to get a lot of trophies, or I see that guy, and she fuck this guy like 4 times a week, different guys 4 times a week. She's a whore. She's a whore.
If she's single, she not.
No, I'm gonna tell you why she's a whore, right?
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you why she's a whore.
Yeah, why
The
she a
reason
whore?
why she's a whore, I'm gonna look at the camera. The reason why she's a whore, I hope this is still here.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, yo, the reason why she's a whore because, yo, we talk
And I
about.
ain't even got nothing left.
Hey, yo, hold on, y'all gotta stop cackling.
Sorry. No.
Some shit ain't gonna happen.
Right though. It's
Hey, listen, the reason why she is a whore is because her pH balance. Her pH balance get thrown off by the multiple sex partners.
Okay.
That's why she's a whore. That's simple, yo.
So what you saying? The pussy stink?
You know, pH balance can do a lot of things. It can have your mood swings. It can make your pussy stink.
Here we go with
Yo,
mood
it
swings.
can have irritation. It can do a lot of things. It can cause a
So
lot of
also,
things.
a man's DNA is in use for what, 5 years?
5 years. A man's DNA, if you have unprotected sex, right?
right.
DNA can last up to 5 years.
Yes. Yes.
Right? That's why
That's right.
when a DNA test be like, you're 98%.
It's
father.
that point.
You're 99% the father.
chance.
Why can't I be 100% this fucking kid dad? That means I could go in court and fight this shit. I'm not 100, so I might as well go in court and fight it. I'm just saying.
Who the other .02? Right.
No, but when you understand, like,
They need to be paying this shit too.
they never broke that down to us, though. They never broke that down. Why it's not 100? Why my son? That's my son, right? Why he not 100% mine? Because that means
Because
DNA.
nothing is 100%.
That's why.
What you mean?
Right
Who said
here.
that?
It's nothing 100%.
Nothing is 100%.
What?
This is
Even
a
a
test.
test.
With a
Right.
test in school, you can get 100. But that's all about
But you
the
just said nothing.
perception.
You just said nothing's 100, but you just said in school you
in
get 100.
school. That's a test.
Memorization.
Right. That's all that is. And
All right, we talking about hoes and whores and shit like that.
Yeah,
Now we
but
talking
you
about
talking about
double standard.
Okay, all right,
percentage.
all right, great. All right, well, anyway, I was talking about the pH balance.
But what about the frivolous ones, man?
Huh?
The frivolous women.
How about that one?
I mean, that don't. You can't put them in the whole
You don't
word
have to let that
category.
kid
They're just
on.
frivolous. You're curious.
But so if you know that, but okay, so if you know that this young lady
So
is
she's
a
curious.
whore, right?
Okay.
And you still digging her,
Not
in
even
her
curious.
back.
Why I gotta be in her bag? That probably hurt.
Fuck out of here.
You know what?
If you still all in her back,
Okay.
you digging that shit.
I get what you said though.
Take the whole bottle. So I'm saying like,
but yo, guys, like listen. Yo, y'all think I be seeing on Facebook all the time, or they be like, yo, she's a whore, but you fucking her and everything, right? But it goes down to who you want to walk out in public holding hands with.
But it's a lot of
you're not going to hold hands with everybody, yo.
That's holding hands with. So
Nah. You're not going. First of all, are they hoes or whores? Which one you talking
we
about?
won't say whores because that's the ones
Nah,
that
men get a title. Men get a title. Whores.
So can I flip it?
Flip it.
So can I flip it?
So
while you flip it, I just want to take this time to acknowledge to know Rico. Okay, go ahead.
You wrong with that. You wrong with that one, yo. Oh shit. That was right, yo.
I'm just saying.
Bruh.
That hurt, yo.
So if it's flipped in the male perspective, right?
Okay.
If the male, he out here
Okay.
throwing this thing, leaving his
Out
DNA in everybody and everything. So I can call him a whore?
You can.
I can.
You can't call me his dog. Well, we dogs. You know,
Oh.
tradition been dogs. Because you know a dog will.
Nah, you's a fucking
dog-
dirty ass whore, yo.
No,
Exactly.
You's a fucking dirty ass whore.
No, listen, a dog will fuck
She
anybody.
ain't
Like
talking
a dog will fuck
right?
anything.
She ain't talking this whole episode.
Okay.
It's good. It's good.
But you
She
know-
she was over there scratching brains and shit. I was wondering if she was alright.
No, a whore is something that is a woman's standard. Like
Oh, so you're a dirty ass.
No,
No.
you said a hoe is the woman's
Okay.
standard and a
Right.
whore is a
I'm
man's
talking
standard.
about the hoe in general is in a woman category.
The whole general.
General is in a woman.
But that's the double
It's a
standard.
section. I'll be.
So
We are
Al A
LA.
need to have male hoe,
A dog is worse.
male
A dog
whore,
is bad
and then
though.
Al B need to be female hoe, female whore. Why can't it be
So
both
do we
be
come
hoe?
up with
or both be whores?
the man hoes?
Listen, we could women start calling man hoes though.
No, I mean
But
dogs.
why did women start
just
calling
saying
men
what you-
hoes?
yeah.
Because they
if
felt
that's-
bad
They
about
were tired
they
of
being
being called
called
hoes.
They got tired of being called hoes. That's why women started saying that to
But
men.
and that's the thing
It
is that,
can't be
but,
that-
and that's
Roll them shits all the way down the shit.
But the thing is that the reason why women got tired of being called hoes is because it's like we're out here doing the same exact thing that men are doing.
But
If I'm
you can't.
single,
But you
It's a
can't.
I can
double
do
standard.
whatever the fuck I
And
want
it's
to
the
do.
Hey yo, but you
double
can't do it. But you
I can
can't do it.
I
just
can
Hold
do
on.
it.
Science said you can.
No. Here's the thing.
I can.
Hold on.
Science said you
Let me say this.
All right, let me
Let
let
me
you
say
go.
this.
Let's go. I'm
Don't
looking
look
at
at
the
the
camera.
camera.
Right, don't look at the camera. Look over here. Look over here.
Look at them. Like you
So,
just turned
right,
it back.
exactly. So here's the thing, is that when it comes to it, I think that where it all comes from is double standard, is that women are not supposed to be as sexual as men are. That's where it has all.
Y'all more sexual than us.
We are, but
I can
As-
be curious and have different dicks.
she
If
said
I'm
that one.
single, I
Well,
can be curious and have
That
different
got real serious real
escalated.
You
quick.
can go ahead and
Real
have different
quick.
pussy.
But this
and
is the thing.
I can go out here and have different dick.
And
Zero
that's
to 100
and the
real
thing is
quick.
that that's what it is
You
that
different dick.
Women-
Getting ass.
But the thing is that as females, we are more sexual, but we can't be more sexual. Out in public, we are supposed to be sexual for one person, and that's it.
But you got the temple. You got the tree. You got the fruit of life. Everything gonna come through that vagina. So you don't want everything inside that vagina.
I need to be
You're
a
a kid.
24 hours.
Yo,
We don't
you're a
wanna do
kid.
that right now. We're
Hey,
not
yo,
doing that.
yo,
We're
listen.
not doing that.
Yo, listen. Your seed or your kid is gonna come through that channel where all them different dicks
Guess
will come
what's
and
happening?
push it in.
Guess what's happening also? With
I'm
the
just saying,
semen
like,
that keeps
pay
coming
attention,
out of
though.
you into different females.
My seed don't go into different fruit. I wear a condom.
With the non-existent.
That was my
That
parasite.
was 9 times out of a larger number.
That was my younger years. I'm older now. I'm 40 years old now. I was younger, yo.
Wait, don't matter.
I see it happen, yo. We learn though. Like,
So we lost Uncle Rico. I don't know where he went.
Uncle Rico's gone. Uncle NightNight is TKO.
Boss, they had me on the road, and then they hit me with a haymaker.
Pull me shot, bro.
Oh, nigga, take the bottle.
But I'm saying, so
Yo, shout out to my babies, yo.
Look at him.
that's right.
Shout out with my brother.
I see my babies.
he's baby.
So you like
Shout out to his baby.
every single dick been in here, like this is your temple, right?
Yeah, this is
But
different.
guess what?
What is it?
So probably, you got how many kids? 9?
I got 9.
Alright. So one of your baby mom's temple was all messed up. You wasn't the first one.
Gosh.
So you had other dicks in that
Shit, hella
temple.
wicked.
So your kids and shit that came out of this temple
Okay.
with all these different dicks.
Yeah, but yo, at the end of the day, I'm still learning. I was still learning too. Like the same group. What I'm telling y'all is that's the time of lessons. That's time of lessons every day. That's why I'm sharing it right now and everything.
Okay.
That was through time and everything.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
That's
But
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
it's like we live and we learn. We live
I
and
mean,
learn.
I ain't gonna say it like that because that's.
I mean,
Nah, I don't like that terminology. You live and you learn. As in, so what? So be it.
what?
No, I'm talking about like.
You learn as you go.
No, you-
What?
You go through things as in you make a choice to go through the things. Don't forget.
Okay.
We just choose. We choose to go through them.
Certain
Like,
things.
cause we ain't. I had to go.
Certain things.
I had to go through all them.
I'm not those
You, boy.
Listen,
I
I
still
No,
learning.
Right, go ahead. So you
No,
gonna
I
say,
ain't
look,
listening.
right?
But it
So you
happened.
chose to go ahead and
It
fuck
happened.
without a condom and have all these kids.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why you?
But
why
that's what it is,
Yes,
though.
I mean, that's what it
yes,
is,
yes,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, we in that, and that's that's what it is.
But
though.
that's the
You know
thing.
what
Like
I'm
you gotta think about that too. Like because everybody in here does not have a relationship.
First of all, I was faithful though.
So, like I said, everybody in here does not have a relationship. So,
we got three motherfuckers that got relationships.
right.
But she said everybody.
Wait, hold.
I said everybody in
right.
here doesn't have a relationship.
Oh, I'm about to say like, cause
Everybody.
we got married. We got he not.
What up, family?
Right.
What's
He
up?
bang,
What's
he
What's
done
up?
bang, bang.
What's up with the marriage?
I'm in a
What's
relationship. No, we
poppin'?
still in a relationship.
Married gang, and I rep my set.
Oh,
That's right.
Group it up, yeah.
That's right. That's right. You just had to do it in front of the camera. It's all because the camera's there.
I thought you was about to do it, yep.
Sit your shucking and jiving ass
I
down.
thought you was about to do it though.
But I mean,
The game sets and dances by Uncle Facts that reflect. That's at Drunk Unks
right,
Podcast.
exactly.
No, but
Post no shit.
My
Yeah,
boy,
it's a
my
good
boy's
segment. I like
experienced.
it. I like it.
He's testing out his crip walk for the first time today. So
Yeah, I never crip
He's gonna
walk.
work out the kinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got
But
it.
I was just saying, like,
Pretty
the
sure.
only thing I was saying, like, y'all women, of course y'all can do what y'all want because at the end of the day, y'all use you control you.
Yeah.
But the only thing I was saying is that the gift, the tree of life, is the vagina. Don't never forget that. The tree of life is not the dick. The tree of life is the vagina.
But you can't
All
go
life
back to
comes
the tree
through
of
the
life
vagina.
being a D because the woman comes from a man,
The woman come from the man?
from his rib.
No,
That's fault.
we're not doing this. We're not doing
That's a
this.
lie. That's a lie.
We're
Alright, so
we're
let's
not
do
doing
it.
this.
Alright.
We're not doing this.
Okay.
No, we got no time for that. We got no
How much
time.
time we got?
Not enough.
We got a couple.
Not enough.
We got 2 minutes.
No, no.
We're gonna move on a little bit.
I can break it down in 2 minutes. All right.
We're gonna
No.
we're gonna fast forward a little bit.
Overtime.
Came through.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. A little bit OT. A little bit OT. So what you mean that's not true, dude? Like what you talking about? What's not true?
Dude, that was good, bro. That's what I'm talking about, yo. Hey, dude, I've been working out, bro.
Yo, if
I'm talking to dude.
stop talking to me.
All right.
And flex.
All right, dude.
That's why you the God of the
Let's
right.
get to another right. Look, Uncle NightNight.
Your motherfucking shot look dark. I'm trying to give it a little bit of spruce.
Her melon is popping. Well, drink, I'm sorry.
Not even Jamila light skin ass can see.
Ooh, you got hot in here, too.
Listen.
You up.
Okay, so dude said that women don't come from men, but we're not gonna hit that. We're not.
That's-
we
that's-
I don't know.
we're not gonna hit that
To the
though.
side.
We gonna come back to that.
Yeah,
We can come back to that because I got the argument.
In the second hour, we connect to that.
I
The
got
second
that
hour.
word.
The second half.
So
Second
No,
half.
Yeah, y'all do that. We doing that on if we on Drunk Unks, we'll do that
We
on
can
y'all
do that.
stuff.
right. So listen.
Whoa.
What you mean?
You say if?
Ain't no motherfucking bitches over here. We can talk about whatever I want to talk about.
Well, we ain't talking about that.
Okay.
Right.
As you were.
Shit.
She talking about, oh, we can do that on Drunk Unks. Like,
I
you
was
feel
waiting
be
at
scared.
first. I was like, yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be scared.
Yeah, he said,
Kick
okay.
this table up. We talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm gonna do some
What we
further
talking about?
Oh, shit.
So
Don't play that song. Do not
So
play
we're
that song.
we're gonna talk about another double standard.
All right.
What's
like
that?
so the double standard in the workforce. You know.
I got one better for you.
I'm just trying to figure out why I can't show no taco meat and get a promotion.
Right.
That's a double standard.
Right.
Who the
It
fuck
is,
wanna
it
see
is,
that?
It is.
And
Listen.
not you, motherfucker.
I'm
What I'm saying.
motherfucker.
But I'm
But
just show a little.
Most niggas up top is men. So you can't show.
But they got taco meat though.
Right, he got taco meat. That shit ain't right. But listen, so
Like,
like
bitch be looking at his taco meat.
He's saying if it's a female
it's
in
a
charge,
female in charge.
he needs to be able to show that taco meat and get that
That's
promotion.
all.
Like
You
when
know
you
your
show
review
that's
coming
not
up.
fucking
Yeah,
sexy.
fuck it is.
That's why. That's not sexy.
What's not sexy?
Taco meat is
I don't
not
got
fucking
taco meat.
sexy.
You know what the fuck ain't sexy?
Here we go.
Gray hair when you ain't got gray hair, motherfucker.
She do. I stole
Don't
it.
worry about my shit, hunty. Okay.
Half that shit
If you
real,
don't get
yo.
out the camera.
Yo, everybody, half that shit real.
Sit your ass.
But no,
Right.
I got a better double checker for y'all, man.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What about
Oh Lord,
Oh shit.
when the man have the kids
he done started smoking and everything.
and then when the women have kids? Why is it that the single mothers are put here?
Oh. Oh.
When the single
Oh.
I
Listen,
like that.
I like
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I like what he's saying,
Oh my
right?
gosh, we're gonna let you talk. We're gonna let you talk.
Yo,
Oh my
She's not
gosh,
gonna
we're gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
Alright. He came with the court system, meaning that, yo, like, if you got a male and a female and they have a kid together and they split apart, the court system is always in favor of the woman,
The female,
the
right?
female and everything. But we all know the seed comes from the man. So how did that come about that the female, because she's more
it's looked
nurturing,
upon that
she's more
the woman is
nutritious?
more nurturing. She does all the
That's a double standard.
Oh,
dude, it is.
Because it's also
I'm
a
about
single
to
father.
look it
Yes,
up.
it is.
I'm about to
It
look it
is.
up.
I know.
Yo, so that means
Listen.
Whatever you talking about is real, because this nigga's clapping his
Right.
hands.
yo, so
Yo,
that
he-
means no, so that
Let me
goes all the way
talk.
back.
Let me talk. But please, let me say
Hey, yo, that
something.
goes all the way back into what we saying in the beginning, how we started this conversation every day about the double standards and everything. Like why men don't act the way they act, and like I mean, they put in the system. Men are in the system for them to lose.
Definitely.
The system
so.
that's
I don't think
that,
the system has anything to do
Oh my
with the
goodness!
Single, with the
What
single
world
mother,
you
single
living in?
father, with the single mother, single father thing. It doesn't have to do with the
does.
system.
it plays a big
It
part.
See, here's the
Oh
flip
my
side
God.
of that. Is this
Oh my
right?
God.
I think
Just-
it's
just
society.
by-
I don't think it's the system. I think that's
It's a
society.
system.
But the system dictates what comes out to society.
Right.
Facts.
True.
Can I
That's
get a
what-
double fact? Facts.
Facts.
I mean, well, facts.
Factual.
What is wrong, yo? Like whatever he said.
I'm serious. Like when we look at it in those terms, yes, typically the men are put to be. Nah, you're not gonna have the children. You have to prove. You have to prove
Be honor,
that,
reasonable doubt.
that this woman
She's
cannot take care
unfit.
of her children.
Yes. And
In
it's
order for me
very
to take
hard
this
to
from her.
prove that.
What?
You are right.
And
You are
it-
right.
but-
It's
but
very
Well, we can make him turn.
If I-
We can make him turn and get it.
Whoa.
That's a new
If we-
shit.
I
That's
ain't,
new.
I ain't dropping no tape,
Alright.
but
Don't drop
But you
it.
better
You better drop tape, but he about to drop
I'm
tape.
not. I'm not. It's
Alright,
just
alright.
that it's something I know. Ain't saying no names.
Alright, okay.
Single mother,
Okay.
house torn to shit,
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
don't work.
Oh shit. Okay. This shit about to get real.
You feel
He
me?
dropping tape.
That sounds a lot like tape.
Yeah.
It happens a lot.
It does.
To where I was in court and he was like, yo, I made this. He had pay stubs. The judge
Receipts.
told him, get another job.
All the time. I've been there.
Yeah, and it's,
What?
and it's
I've been
also
there.
situations where I had a friend who, and I'm talking about male friend, who was a single father. He literally had to go in there with receipts to show the
And
things
still
that
don't mean
he,
shit.
and it didn't mean
I'm about to say
anything,
that.
and it didn't mean nothing.
So
And they
everybody
was still like,
listening,
okay,
dude,
you
that
bought this, you
receipt
bought
is
that, you
bullshit.
still got to do this on top
So
of
Jamila,
that.
you
Right.
okay? You okay? You okay with the court system saying that a male, like if me,
I'm not okay with it. Whatever
if
you about to say, I'm
if
not
me-
okay with
if
it.
you-
I don't even want to.
Hold on.
I don't even want the. You can finish.
No.
You don't
You
even
go,
finish the
put my
question.
drink down.
But I
Oh,
already said
okay,
the
so
Be
answer.
bowing out.
But she said the system. But she said it's not about the system though.
And
It
that's,
is
that's why I
it's
corrected her.
society too, though.
But it's
that's-
the system
the
more
system-
though.
The system, like I said,
I'm telling
the
you,
system,
but I tell you
the
this.
the system tells society what it is.
But at the same time,
And then
society
society-
also looks at it as it is mama's baby, daddy's me.
No, that's tradition. I heard that shit.
The
Ah,
tradition comes from the society.
no, we kept hearing that shit. We always heard that dumb
But,
shit.
but I'm not saying it's right. That's the,
system-
thing. I'm
the
not
system-
saying it's right.
The system,
Exactly.
No, that's because somebody was
standard.
fucking cheating and fucking and cheating and fucking and cheating.
But
That's
the
why
thing
he
is
said
that you at the end of the day, there are single fathers out there, but the single fathers,
Yeah, 'cause
of
my
course,
baby
it's
dad
a
was
lot
also
more
a
single
single
mothers
father.
Yes,
out there.
I agree with that.
And that's where that saying came
But yo,
from.
it ain't-
And that's not taking away
but yo,
from the single
it's
fathers
not
out there that
just
are
a-
doing what they're
hold on,
supposed to be
hold on.
doing.
And I know several,
And me too.
Big ups to y'all. Big ups
But
to
the
y'all.
system,
Yes.
but yo, hold on. I'm about to stand up for the fathers right now, right? Because it's not just the fathers being abstinent. Damn, I said it right.
Absent.
Okay,
Absent.
absent, like, yo, it's the system, meaning when welfare generated and created itself and everything, along with Section 8 and HUD and everything, that distanced the household. That separated the household.
It did.
That was a plan. That was a plan,
I was
though.
about to say, that's the system working to perpetuate it even more. Because that stuff is created to put even a bigger divide. Because now...
You need both of them to make a family. You need
both of them family, but both incomes won't get them the actual benefits that they need. I agree.
No, but it's even deeper than that, right? Because you know it's deeper than that. Stop playing. It's deeper than that, very simply because, right? Mm-hmm. They recognize their strongest foe is the black family.
The melanated family, yes.
So how do we separate that? Because if the man's not with the woman, there's no procreation.
Hold on. We can't even get that deep into this because we can go all the way back.
But listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a pause for the cause
and come back.
You know what I'm talking about? Hit this black.
We be back, baby.
And we're gonna stare in the camera. Drunk Unks Podcast. Follow us on all social media outlets at Drunk Unks Podcast. Shout out to the business joint.
Business joint.
I got it right. Look at that nigga. I've been drinking and I got it right.
I fucked that
The
last
operation
one up.
joint, the social media joint, aka
That last went overtime, and she was like, "Yo, it's like you didn't grow crew."
We're gonna keep it going, y'all. We're gonna keep the live going for a little bit
I gotta go to bed.
till we come back.
We may need another bottle.
Thank you for tuning in to the Get 'em Girl Crew podcast. Special guest. We going in OT with that special guest, Drunk Unks.
Man, let's go drop y'all right now for the overtime. Since she gave us one last week, and it's awesome. You sounded almost like, regular.
Sounded almost like regular.
Nah, you better do a drop for y'all for the overtime. I mean, that's
I got me
what
till 3:30.
Oh, Shepherd got you on borrowed time.